Thank you.
Katrina is a Georgia licensed realtor at Good Day Realty. Katrina is a graduate of Dodge County High School, class of 1995. She is the wife of Woodrow Haynes II and mother of 3 daughters and a Gigi to 5. Katrina became a licensed realtor in 2019. She takes pride in everything she does, especially when it comes to helping others. Katrina is a real estate multi-million-dollar producer, each year helping hundreds of families buy and sell homes. She thrives to ensure that the buying and selling process is fun, easy, and stress-free. Her clients can count on her every step of the way. Katrina's motto is not about the numbers, my passion is helping others, and real estate allows me just to do that. So please help me welcome my auntie Trina, Katrina Haynes.
Woodrow Haynes II is a proud graduate at DCHS class of 1993. Woodrow has worked in many different positions in marketing and community services. He has served as a Chamber Ambassador with Dublin Orange County Chamber of Commerce for 6 years, a Dublin 17 member for 4 years, a Rotarian for 3 years, a member of the National Night Out Association for 4 years, and the Vice President of the Dodge Football Alumni. Woodrow is the husband of Katrina Haynes, the father of 2 kids, and the papa of 5 grandkids. He is a solution advisor with energy security, where his goal is helping people protect what matters most to them.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing on this bright, early morning? So first, I have a confession. About a month and a half ago, Ms. Cat asked me to come up here today and speak to the school. I tried every way possible to get out of it. I was like, I'll do it next year. But had I waited till next year, I wouldn't be up here today scared, nervous, and talk to all y'all about, kind of what I do. Because it said talk about yourself and what you do. Well, as Maya said, I am a real estate agent. I have been doing it for 5 years. I love helping people, but Muhammad Ali once said, anyone who was not courageous enough to take a risk would not accomplish anything in life at all. So here I am taking a risk, just like I did when I took a risk to decide to become a real estate agent. So this is not where I started from. It took me, I was 41 years old when I decided to become an agent, but I had wanted to be an agent when I was in my early 20s, but I took a lot of detours in life. And you all too are gonna take a lot of detours in life. There are gonna be challenges you're gonna face, but you just have to overcome them and just know that you can do anything that you wanna do and put your mind to it. So when I decided that I was gonna become a realtor, tell y'all about my little journey I took. I was always afraid, always scared to step out on faith. I love watching HGTV, but real estate is not about going to show 3 houses and you pick out one and then you just make a sale. That's not what it's about. But that's what I used to think. But I did want to become a realtor in my early 20s, but I was kind of scared to become a realtor because as I looked at TV, guess what? They didn't look like me. We wasn't the same race, we wasn't the same size, and we didn't have the same personalities, but I knew what I wanted to do. So one day, I just kept on saying and I kept praying, and I had to learn how to change my mindset. Because my mindset, and that's the number one thing you're gonna have to do is change your mindset. Because my mindset was telling me, no, you can't do it. You'll never be able to be a realtor, and who's gonna buy a home from you? So that's what my mind always told me, but I had to change my mindset. Had I not changed my mindset, I would have never decided to go ahead and step out on faith and become a realtor. So when I first started real estate school, I would go to Runner Robbins on Tuesday and Thursday nights, and my first day of class, I walked into the room and the instructor said, look around. They said, only 40% of you are gonna make it. And I told myself, myself that I was gonna be at 40%. But had I not changed my mindset, I would have said, the first thing when she said only 40% is gonna make it, I would have just walked away, doing my bathroom break or something, and I just would have went. I wasn't gonna waste a trip. I was gonna run around so I could get me something to eat. And I would just came home if I would have had the same mindset. But because I changed my mindset, I told myself, I'm gonna be in that 40%. And I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna make it. And that's what you have to tell yourself, that you can do it. And you will do it. Anything that you put your mind to, you can make happen and you can do it. So I just want to encourage somebody and just let you know that life will give you different bumps in the road. Everybody going through something different. And you're not the only one that has a story. Everybody has a story. But real estate allows me to not only sell homes, but it allowed me to talk to different people, build relationships, meet people, and like getting a new home is not just about getting a home, because you go through different stages and different people are going through different things in life. Like I just had somebody who bought a home, they had to sell their home, but they was thinking like we're getting a divorce, but the husband and wife both ended up getting new homes. So they had a story. They thought that was at the end when they had to sell their home, but guess what? They ended up getting new homes. And I get to be a part of that story. I get to tell people my story about what I went through. It wasn't always easy. Life was hard. I had 3 girls, and I had a husband before that he passed away, and I lost him. But I just knew that I had to get back up and start over again. And a lot of you gonna have to fall down, you're gonna have to get back up and start over again. But guess what? It's okay. It's okay to start over, and it's okay to hit bumps in the road and start over again. But now that you're young and you're in high school, you don't have to wait until you're like me, 41, to start a career and decide what you want to do. You can start right now and start planning, and then you can go ahead and succeed and be whoever you want to be. So I just want to encourage you and just say that you got a chance now. Just make positive thoughts, keep the positive thoughts in your mind, and just know that you can make it, and you will get through it, and you can do anything that you want to do. So all you got to do is just keep God first, and anything will be possible, and you will succeed. That's all I want to say.
Y'all give her another hand. Yes, as it said, my name is Woodrow Haynes II. I'm the husband of this lovely lady here. I have 2 kids, 3 step-kids, 5 grands. And I grew up here in Dodge County, and what some of y'all would know as Sunset, Norman Avenue. So I understand humble beginnings, but I'm just thankful for where I am now, and it's just about stepping out, but believing in yourself. We're all going to go through things in life, but at some point or another, you just got to say, hey, I got to go for it. Like I said, I've been with ADT for 2 years now. I've been in marketing for over 10 years, and honestly, when my wife told me Miss Cat asked us to come speak, I was like, us? But if y'all know Miss Cat, you can't say no to Miss Cat. But I'm glad we did. And I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I don't know which teacher it was, but one of y'all said that students are getting a participation grade today. So I want y'all to help me out with this, y'all understand? So when I say, who are you rooting for? I need y'all to say DCH with attitude. Can y'all do that for me? Yeah. Who you rooting for? Yeah. Who you rooting for? Yeah. Who you rooting for? I don't know if y'all even still say that cheer, but I remember that cheer from my high school days and before I became a student here. And that cheer itself is simple, but it had a lot of meaning. It meant community, it meant school spirit, and I said community first, but the community is a major part because the community is what raised me. And if you think about it, this community today that's raising you. How many of you have actually thought that you're probably fifth, maybe even sixth generation Dodge County High School student? So that means somebody in your family became a student before you, and they actually paved the way to allow you to be who you are today. They made sacrifices that you didn't have to make, and you're not going to have to make. And you know, when I first decided to say yes to this, I was going to talk about what they did and where we come from. But you know, something happened on January the 27th of last month, and it kind of changed everything I want to talk about. Because that was the same night that the Indians and the Squaws beat the heck out of the Falcons, East North Falcons. Well, y'all ain't gonna cheer for the Squaws and the Indians? Y'all here? Everybody was here, but okay. So that night, my wife and I came here to support the school, support the team, and it was also the same night of my 30th high school reunion. 30 years. 30 years. And what changed about that, and I say 30 year high school reunion now, I know y'all didn't clap, but according to previous principal Alden Corbett, the class of 93 was the best class that came to Dodge. I'm just saying, that was his word. That was his word. And I mean, think about it. Principal Cal, where is he? Principal Cal was a part of that class. Coach Jordan was a part of that class. I actually think that's why Coach Jordan was showing out that night. But what I saw that night, it made me think about the what ifs. I saw a lot of my classmates that I actually hadn't seen in 30 years. And I started thinking, well, what if I had kept in contact with this person? What if I had went in the same field they did? What if we decided to go to the same school? And it made me think about the what ifs that I know y'all are having as students because I have. What if I had decided to go to this school? What if I had decided to have SAT early? What if I had decided to go in the military like some family members? And it made me kind of understand and remember what y'all are going through now. It's the what ifs in life that we all have to go through in every stage of our life. And it's what you do with them, why you have them. Another thing that happened while we was in our reunion, after the game, we went into the cafeteria, we had food set up, we had decorations, we had, you know, our yearbook blown up, and we got to talking, and like I said, everybody wasn't there, but there was a table in the center. They had cards around the outside of it so all of us could sign. And in the middle of that table, there were pictures. Pictures of classmates that didn't make it. Classmates that are no longer here. And I started thinking about if they had another opportunity, what would that what ifs be? What if they had to talk to their child? What if they had kept in touch with family members? What if they had decided to take this job instead of another job? What ifs are what determine our future if you use them when you have the opportunity. I know a lot of y'all say, well, I got time to do this, I got time to do that, but how many of my friends that passed on wish they had another what if? I know you're gonna make mistakes, like my wife said, we all gotta make mistakes. I made a lot getting to where I am. I mean, I'm 50 years old. Yeah, I had hair one time, but that's not the point. But I know that God and perseverance is what brought me this far. Okay. As an ADT sales rep, I stay on the go a lot because I cover a lot of areas. And by the grace of God, December of last year, out of 2,000 agents, I'm number 27 out of 2,000 agents. So when I get a chance to sit down and actually watch a movie or something, I mean, I'm really slow. But there's a series of movies, a lot of action movies that I like. I know everybody know about Fast and Furious, and there's a lot of action movies. James Bond, 007. But it's the Mission Impossible series. Anybody watch the Mission Impossible series? I know it's fake. I understand that. But they have a lot of excitement. Ethan Hunt is always solving this, always doing this. But there's a scene in the new movie, and I'm not going to ruin it for you. But there's a scene where, of course, somebody finds a bomb, and they have to disarm the bomb. And as the man is trying to disarm the bomb, he's saying something. I mean, think about it. If you saw a bomb, you're going to say something. So he's saying something and realize the bomb is reacting to his voice. It's reacting to his voice. Then all of a sudden on the screen pops up riddles. And he has to solve a riddle to help disarm the bomb. When the first one came up, he was reluctant to answer, but he did. So that changed one of the letters. And another one came up, and then a third one. And the third one really hit home for me, because I had never thought about it like that. The riddle said, I'm always approaching, but never arrive. I'm always approaching, but never arrive. What do y'all think that means? Who am I? It says, I'm always approaching, but I never arrive. Who am I? Who? But I'm going to give you the answer. I'm not trying to move, but I'm going to give you the answer. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Have you ever thought about it? I'm always approaching, but I never arrive. It's not my word, but it hit home to me is the fact that, like I said, it's always arriving. So for those that didn't understand, I want you to lay down tonight, and when you wake up, what is it? Is it tomorrow? It's today. So what if we have in mind, when should we use it? When should you apply to that school? When? Today. When should you take your SATs? Come on now. You need to go ahead and when should you do it? When should you get rid of some of the fridge that's doing nothing but putting you down? When should you step out and believe you can do anything that you put your mind to? Today. Tomorrow is not promised to any of us. Use your what ifs now while you have an opportunity. Thank you.